Kari Lake is not going anywhere, apparently. She's been advised by her inner circle to not try to contest the results of the election, that it would look bad, that it could hurt her going forward, that it could hurt the Georgia Senate runoff. But no, she's apparently not done. You can listen to her tell it.
Hey Arizona, Kari Lake here. I wanted to reach out to you to let you know that I am still in this fight with you. For 2 years, I've been sounding the alarm about our broken election system here in Arizona. And this past week has confirmed everything we've been saying. When we called for Katie Hobbs to recuse herself over a year ago, they ridiculed us. It turns out we were right. The fox was guarding the hen house, and because of that, voters have been disenfranchised. When we raised concerns, and I filed a lawsuit months ago to get rid of the electronic voting machines, they said we were crazy. Our election officials failed us miserably. What happened to Arizonans on election day is unforgivable. Tens of thousands of Maricopa County voters were disenfranchised. Now, I am busy here collecting evidence and data. Rest assured, I have assembled the best and brightest legal team, and we are exploring every avenue to correct the many wrongs that have been done this past week.
Acknowledging that I am not a lawyer and that I don't know her legal team, I would bet every cent I have and every cent I will ever have that they are not, in fact, the best and brightest. I think they're the ones she was able to get. I think that's what it is. So she's going to challenge the results. I don't know how far, exactly in what forum. Are they just going to try to sue and then it doesn't go anywhere? Are they in the end actually going to try to take the Capitol? I don't know, but she's not ready to concede just yet, Mondale.
Yeah, listen, John, I gotta be honest. This is perfect for lawyers. Donald Trump has made lawyers so much money, and his acolytes are starting to do the same thing. And this is so tacky on behalf. First of all, have you noticed how no one on the MAGA movement complains about election results when they win?
I've noticed that.
Yeah. There's never a problem for MAGA people when they win elections. It's only a problem when they lose. We have a word for that where I'm from, and it's called, well, I can't say it on air. But anyway, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it at the fact that Kari Lake, among a lot of other people, are making a mockery of democracy so that they can have what they want, and when they don't get it, they can try to hold on to their relevance if there's anything such. The tragedy of all of this is, I'm a tad bit petty. I'm trying to get her to sit down with Skip from Harvard and do that DNA thing on and figure out who she is, because I think she's a black woman passing.
I have no idea.
So passing, let me tell you, John, passing is when a black person looks like they could be white, and they can pass as white. If you just look at the pictures, this is on Black Twitter right now. We're just making this joke.
I saw this morning, yes.
Please, guys, do not take me serious. I'm joking. I'm joking like she's joking about thinking she's won this election. But no, in all seriousness, Kari Lake is a petty person, and we know that her not conceding shows what we already know about all of these MAGA people. They don't care about party. They don't care about anything except for their selfish gain. And since she didn't get the results she wants, she don't care if she sacrificed Herschel Walker in Georgia. I don't either. I don't either. She don't care if she makes the Republican Party look bad. I don't either. She don't care if she's wasting donors' money, because it's not her money that's gonna pay for those lawyers. It's these people out here believing her and Trump lies. I mean, this is the same person who was praising white nationalists. So I'm keep it going, waste the money, but we already know the results are the results. And there's nothing wrong with electronic voting machines in America. They've never have been. And people are saying and presenting this as an argument. And what's happening is they're creating distrust in their base, not our base. That's their base. So they're jeopardizing future Republican candidates with this. Donald Trump already did it when he told them don't vote early. Thank you. Not voting early gives you 1 day to vote. We're cool with that. Sit at home and don't vote early. Let us rack up the numbers. So I think keep on saying you don't want to vote with electronic machines. And when people show up and they see them, they walk away. We're okay with that.
100%. And I will add to that, since Kari Lake has now announced that we can't trust the results of this election, and close elections are especially suspect, I would like to retract what I said earlier in the show when I said that the Republicans had taken control of the House. Because David Schweiker, Republican, it looks like he won his congressional race in Arizona by less than 1% of the vote. just 3,000 votes. I have no faith in that. Throw that result out. It looks like the Republicans are still 1 seat short. Or alternatively, you can believe that the Democrats rigged the gubernatorial race, but then decided, let's let him have the House as a present, just to be nice about it. Because multiple Republicans won in Arizona. Again, as I said on the show yesterday, why do the Republicans still control both seats of the Arizona State House if the result was rigged? Why would any of this happen? They just rigged the system for Kari Lake specifically. If that was the case, why didn't they rig the primary race earlier this year? And then you never would have had to have Kari Lake actually run in the general election. None of this makes any sense. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, she didn't question. Speaking of questions, she didn't question the results of the primary. Probably because she won. I think you make a great point. Like this idea, this lack of thought into this conspiracy about rigged elections. We see Republicans winning in important places, like taking control of the United States House, which controls the purse, the budget strings. So you're telling me the Democrats were willing to say that it is more important to control the governor's mansion in Arizona than it is the federal budget. It lacks any thought. And what we know is thought is not what these people are famous for or why we know them. We know them because they're willing to spew the hate that's necessary to rile up their base.
Yeah.
Period.
100%.
Period.
And say whatever they need to. She switched parties. She switched basically her entire identity in the lead up to running as a Republican. She made herself whatever she needed to be to have a chance at this thing and to possibly be Trump's VP pick, although that remains to be seen.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.